Let's get it.
Okay, so can you please introduce yourself, my listeners who are listening to the show?
Can you say that one more time, brother?
I think, can you please introduce yourself, my listeners who are listening to the show?
Yeah, man. Big ups to the listeners. You know, big ups to Ghana. So much pride, man. I'm honored to even be featured with you guys today. So big ups to the listeners for tuning in to my brethren himself. You know what I'm saying? Djmarleycure and Reggae Splash. Yeah, man.
Okay, so if I listen to the show, this is the Reggae Sound Splash show with yours truly, Djmarleycure, live and direct from Accra, Ghana, Mama, Africa. Please, can you please introduce my listeners who are listening to the show from yard and foreign?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So tell you a little bit about myself, yeah.
Okay.
Yo, so everybody out there, man. Yeah, my name's Elyjah Tribe. Give thanks for life always, man. Born and raised San Jose, California. R&B, reggae, blues, jazz, everything. I play 9 instruments. I produce all my own music. Anything you hear, produce everything away from the sax. That's Myron Henley, my bandmate, my partner in crime, you know. But always spreading love, truth, love, and light, the only motto I follow, you know.
Okay, so how many years now have you been on the scene as an artist? And what makes you to love music and taking it as a career?
Man. Yeah, man. Yeah, I've been doing music since I was 7 years old, man. Some people are built to do different things. You know, they got the Michael Jordans and Michael Jacksons. Been singing since I was 7. I've been in the industry, man, since I was a child, man. I was trained by James Brown's drummer in the later part of his career, known as Louis Belson. He invented the double kick drum pedal, started the company Remo Drums, you know. And so, yeah, man, I've been doing music my whole life as far as full-time, plan A, you know, only type thing, no plan B, was probably about, say, 5 or 6 years ago. After the first album we did, Authentic Awareness, you know, just challenging myself as a musician and producer. But about 5 years, been going very strong at it, man. Before had the honor and pleasure of producing for, you know, Kiz Namdi, and got a really in with them on the weekend, you know. So that was us out there producing that one. You guys got to check my man's tune. But that's when I knew we had something special, you know what I mean? And yeah, man, I just 5 years, just been going hard and strong, you know. Yeah, so it's been that's the main stuff.
Okay. What is it, Elyjah Tribe? Elyjah Tribe.
Yeah, man. Yeah, great question, man. So Elijah was my favorite prophet in the Bible, you know. Growing up as a kid, he went off into heaven on a fiery chariot, you know. So always my favorite, man. Man of faith, always worship the Most High, Yahushua, Jah, you know, God, whatever you want to call him, you know. But yeah, man, I go by tribe because I'm actually native and I'm indigenous to American soil here. So I'm Cherokee, Chippewa, as well as East African. So it's all about creating change, you know. So the tribe is what I feel that Yahweh wants us to become. You know, we got to come back home. I truly believe in my heart that, you know, Africa has always been the place. Here in America, we've not been able to learn a lot about, you know what I mean? But I think everything in the Bible that happened is actually in Africa. I don't think it's, you know, a different place. I think it's all started there. We're all in there, you know? But the tribe is bringing the people together, bro. You know, and Elijah's the prophet, so it keeps me focused on the message and the content.
Okay. So far, so good in your career. This year, how many songs have you recorded? And if I may ask you, how many albums have you recorded so far in your career?
Yeah, man. Thank you for asking. 3 albums so far, about 15 different singles. I try to, my goal is always 1 album per year. And my lifelong goal is to make 10 albums in 10 different countries, using the different instruments and you know, the other people in different, you know, cultures and ethnicities and all that kind of stuff. I'm working on my 4th album right now. But the first one was Authentic Awareness. Second one was called Legacy. And then the third one was Fatherhood when I had my daughter, man. So, yeah, man, it's just 3 albums so far, many more to go.
Okay, so
brand new single too. Just came out. Let's Ride.
okay.
Y'all check that out. Let's Ride. Just released that today in the music video.
Yes, sir. So have you featured any other artists on your song? Have you featured any other? Have you done any collaboration with any other artists on your songs?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I grew up around the era where R&B and hip hop were really big. You know, the R&B. You know, with the hip hop artists, you know, Shanti and Ja Rule or Faith Evans and Biggie, you know, that's the era I grew up in. So I try to find, you know, very talented ladies. JoJo Caroline, a dear friend of mine, was on there. Alicia Marie was on my third album. Also featured my good brethren, Jermaine. He goes by King Caboose. I just try my hardest, man, to collaborate with artists who, you know, who have that good heart, who have that good spirit and work ethic. But yeah, I collaborate quite a bit.
Okay, so in the US, how is the reggae business there? You have a versatile artist, multi-talented artist. How do you see the music business in the US?
Man, you know, it's interesting. The music business here is a little bit different, right? Mass media controlling everything, you know, the big corporations. So, unfortunately, post Motown, you know, everything kind of took a dive. These big labels kind of came out and started buying up music. Artists didn't know to really read contracts. When I grew up here in America, it's just like you get a record deal, people get excited. They sign the dotted line, sometimes sell the soul, you know, and I'm a man of the Most High, so I don't really play that game. But it's a little more challenging to really make it out here because independent artists, that's the future, I think, really of American music, is owning the rights to music. Any artists out there who are wondering, you know, what to do, own your publishing, own rights to your music, and don't give anybody your masters, you know. So for me, yeah, I stay independent. That way I can control what I make, how I make it. I'm never on any deadline beside my own, you know, and I'm able to really pursue music in a healthy way where it's healing, because my music is about healing myself. It's not about anybody else. It's about healing myself. Okay. And the more I'm more vulnerable, the more I grow, the more my audience grows. So it's a very simultaneous relationship, being independent.
Okay. So have you been signed to any record label, or you're an independent artist?
No, at the moment I have not, just because I'm still honing my craft. This fourth album is going to be the best one I've made by far. We're definitely working on some, you know, we had conversations with a few labels and everything like that have approached us, but we're waiting for the right time and the right deal. People aren't always comfortable. I play 9 instruments. I produce everything. So I don't really need a producer, and that's kind of the conflict, because when you go in the studio, different producers say, hey, let me help you with this, and let me do this, and I don't mind feedback, but, you know, I'm pretty nice on multiple instruments, man, so I just try to maintain ownership. That's key, you know?
Okay. This is the Reggae Sound Splash Show with yours truly, Djmarleycure, live and direct on Goodiesradiogh Gh, Accra, Ghana, Mama Africa. We are transmitting live from Accra, Ghana. We have on the line Elyjah Tribe, straight from the US. And reggae. Okay. Let me ask you this. You've been an artist. Could you love to, feature any African artist on one of your songs?
Can you say that one more time?
Could you like to feature any African artist on your songs one day?
So does Capleton count? Because does Capleton count?
Could you like to feature any other African artists on your songs one day?
Of course, man. I'm big on if an artist approaches, you know, I think that's the biggest thing. I go less on the place. All of the world is African, yeah. All indigenous places are African, right? So I don't really say you know, to any artist, hey, I want to just make music here or there. I think that our people are worldwide. We've just been lightened up through European genocide, right? So for me, whether it's a person from Asia, who's from there, you know, originally they were darker skinned, you know, as far as any artist in Africa, I'm more concerned with who wants to work with me because they want to work with me and enjoy my content. So if an artist reach out, I don't say, hey, you're from here, you know, I want to work with you. I want to, you know, I'm all about, I know myself, you know, I know I'm going to be great. I know I am great, but I know I have to work with people who are on the mission. So I don't care where you're from, as long as you're about healing humanity, as long as you're about enhancing people's lives. I don't care what you look like, you know, anything like that. You know, I've learned to not idolize, you know, it says that in the word too, you know. It's all about if an artist wants to work with me and they're from Africa, awesome. Kenya, Ghana, hey, you know, wherever it is, you know, Ethiopia. But for me, it's about relationship. I can't make music with somebody I don't have a relationship with. So I don't want to just name a random artist that I've idolized. It's like, if someone wants to work with me, fantastic, let's get to work. But be ready to do the work, you know what I mean?
Okay. So what motivates you in the music career? What's the motivation behind you?
Yeah, man. My motivation is self-healing and teaching others to be self-aware of the traumas they're going through, you know. I think the most powerful thing you can do in this world is share your story. When I was growing up as a kid, they used to call it testimony at church, you know, when people share their story of what God brought you through and what you overcame. I tend to make music a little more dramatic. It's about real life. It's about the breakups, about the heartbreaks, about making love, about my daughter. So I think the biggest motivation is self-healing. And I think that when you write from that space, it's unlimited content because it's authentic, it's true, it's your brand is who you are, you know. So for me, it's just changing the world with sharing my story, you know. I'm a father. I grew up in California, been arrested 39 times, and have no convictions of anything. And, you know, it's very tough growing up here in the States. You know, it's a kind of a school to prison system out here for black men. So it's tough, man. You hear about the Oscar Grants and the Sean Bells and, you know, all those stories all the time. And it's hard. It's hard to see my, you know, friends growing up get shot and killed. And I'm 14 years old, 15, first time I saw somebody get killed, man. And so my music is about making people self-aware that you have to heal yourself. You have to love. But love isn't an emotion. It's service to others in the community. So that's my main motivation is serving humanity.
Okay. Okay. So can you give us your social media and when someone to follow you on the social media platform?
Yeah, man. Best way to keep track of me would definitely be my Instagram. It's Elyjah Tribe, spelled with a Y instead of an I. So Elyjah, like Jah, Tribe, all one word. Very, very straightforward. Elyjahtribe at Elyjah Tribe. Best way to keep track of me, where I'm going, where I'm doing my shows. I always do a song a week, something brand new for the audiences as well. So, so we're having some fun there. But check me out on Instagram as well as the YouTube channel. It's all the same, Elyjah space Tribe for the YouTube. Check out that brand new music video, Let's Ride, directed by Nick Chandelo of South Paul Films and co-produced by Dosa Productions as well as my brother Myron Henley.
Okay. So if someone wants to watch your video on YouTube, do you have a video on YouTube?
Yes, indeed. We just released it today. And I have about 30 other videos.
That's great, man. And are you from Africa? Are you from
No, I'm born and raised in San Jose, California.
Okay. It's a family. Do you have a musical background from either your family member or your mother, your father is a musician before you love music?
Yeah, man. So my father was a DJ. My mom was big on anything that didn't have profanity in it. She's a woman. She likes gospel. So Kirk Franklin and Yolanda Adams. My dad grew up in Detroit, Michigan. He's actually who exposed me to Motown music. So growing up, the reason why you hear so much soul and jazz is I was listening to Stevie Wonder, Aretha Franklin, the Jackson 5, Gladys Knight and the Pips was my first concert I ever saw as a kid, man. So coming out of the Ford Motor City, it's incredible. My dad was a DJ in Monterey, California. He's a military man, Army guy. And he was, he exposed me to so much good music, smooth jazz, Dave Cause, he exposed me to Coltrane and Miles Davis. So that's why you hear so much jazz and funk. James Brown, King of Soul himself, Bootsy Collins, things like that. So my father was probably the biggest influence on my listening because he loved just good music, and today it's tragic sometimes here in the States just to see what's happened to music. Back in the day, you had Al Green on the radio talking about love and happiness. So that's all I'm trying to do, man. Keep music pure in its form. My grandmother always taught me how to play piano and everything, gospel church pianist. If you can't play it for Big Mama and your daughter, there's no reason to make a song, and I've taken that to heart,
Okay, so could we see you on a tour, or you have any big project coming on before the year goes to an end? Do you have any big projects?
Yeah, man. As far as tours or projects? As far as tours or projects go. Yeah, man. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, man. You're live on the show.
Yeah, man. I was just making sure, brother. So for the project-wise, we're releasing one new single and a new music video every single month.
Okay.
And we're looking to travel right now. So if Ghana likes the music, you got to show them, let's ride, big brethren, Djmarleycure. You know what I'm saying? But no, we would love to come to Ghana, man. We're planning a African tour, Kenya. We're trying to hit Sierra Leone, have some family out there. As of course, Ghana, Kingston, Ethiopia, Eritrea and everything. So we're just getting the show on the road, exposing the brand. Letting Africa know Elyjah Tribe never forgets you. We come from you. We honor you. And unfortunately, the deadliest thing is for us as African, indigenous, and black people to finally come together and stop letting people take from our lands and our people and separating the 12 tribes of Israel. That the Most High proceeded. It's time to move forward. It's time to own our land. It's time to teach the world how to live because they all follow Africa. They all follow indigenous. They all follow blackness. Okay. The world has always followed us. We are the leaders, the future, the present, and the past. It all starts with us.
Okay. So before you go, can you big up some people? Can you big up some people before you go off air?
Yeah, man. Of course, brother. First of all, big ups. The Queen herself. Raquel, thank you so much for all of the PR management. Big ups, Kingston. Big up my manager, of course, Miss Yasmin, known as AQ. Big ups, Myron Henley, my right-hand man. My mother, my father, my daughter, Azalea. Big ups, my sister. Big ups, Chronics over in Kingston. My brethren, Callista, Calico, Namdi, the squad, you know what I'm saying? Just big ups, man, to everyone who's been supporting Dozer Productions. Big ups, Southpaw Films. More importantly, big ups to Djmarleycure Reggae Sound Splash. Big up yourselves, the listeners. Big up Ghana. Okay. Big up Mama Africa. Yeah, man.
Okay, so thank you very much for passing through the Reggae Sound Splash show. No. Most definitely, next time when I call on you pass through the show.
Hey, honored, giving thanks for life, brother. So many blessings to you. Thanks for spreading the good music, the good vibrations, brother. Always blessings, bro.
Okay, so thank you very much for having time on the show, man. It's a blessing.
Hey, brother, likewise, man. Yeah, be sure to stay tuned, y'all. My man got some mad tunes for you. Reggae Sound Splash, Elyjah Tribe, One Motto in Life, Truth, Love, and Life. Thank you so much, Djmarleycure.
Yes,
much love, brother. Bless up, bro.